So it's all ready. I just bleached the knots. You won't be able to see mats now, but the knots are brown. They do look a little more obvious against my skin, if you can see. Let me just zoom in all the way in. Sorry, I'm doing this with one hand. Alright. I hope you can... Yeah, it won't be that visible. Like here, for example, I can see the knot. And the reason is that my skin is so pale. But because I made a mistake in the past with a previous piece, and the knots were very bleached, it's just the knots, no sit-in, no over bleaching occurred. But if I bleach the knots to my skin tone, I'm super pale. Look at the hair on my hands, for example. So this was a reminder, and with the bleach, I also used some dye. I put a little bit of a dye there, and let me just zoom out so you can see a whole piece. Oops, the other way around. It is still wet. The curls started forming. Yeah. I also used my, where is it? The step number 3 from Keratin research. It's a keratin treatment that I have, and I also use the conditioner, the moisturizer, everything that has infused keratin. This part 3 is it closes the scales shut, because I have dyed this hair a little darker. I don't know if it's good enough, but I dyed it darker, and I can feel that it's a little more difficult to pass your hands through that. So I just used this. I didn't use the keratin treatment, obviously, because it would just make it super straight. But I used the part 3 where it shuts the scales down, and this is a moisturized conditioner with, it had a lot of things in there. I don't remember. Okay, it has Moroccan oil, coconut oil, hydrolyzed keratin, and everything else. So I'm just gonna put it in there, and now I'm gonna have to let it dry. And before it dries, what I'm gonna do is something that most people wouldn't want to do. This is my brush, forget about it. This brush is for my pieces. I'm gonna mildly just brush this because I don't want the roots to have, like here for example, you can see that the roots have a weird pattern based on how it was, the water was running down, you can see. So I'm gonna just brush it to make sure that when it dries out, it's gonna be going to the correct direction and not somewhere else. So let me just give it a good air dry. I'm not gonna blow dry it, and then I'm gonna show you the final result against my skin and everything, and the curl pattern and stuff. Alright guys, I have a new video, and I have to say that this camera just lost a lot of footage and I'm so pissed off. So the only thing that I can show you, I have a little bit of the piece in the end, so I'm going to show you, but I just wanted to show you the finished piece. I started making the piece, and it was with her own hair that she sent me. It had a couple of problems because the hair was tangling a lot, and then I eventually just decided to use some hair that I had, and I make the frontal. You can see how it is. It has a ribbon in the back. I bleached the knots, and this is how it looks. It's all her own, oops. It's her own mold. So let me just wear this over here. The way it's supposed to be, and all that. Pretty nice. It has, yeah, the knots are bleached, obviously. It has from here until here high definition, because she wants to be able to make it in the middle. And I'm gonna show you on my skin, because this is extremely wide to be taken seriously. Let me just part this with my bristle brush. That's how it looks. Let me just see if I'm on frame. I'm always on frame. And yeah, you can take the partings. Why did I lose all this footage? I really don't know what happened. Maybe it's because of the heat. It's summer and the camera got a little too hot. Maybe this is why it lost so much footage. So yeah, thanks for watching and ask me anything you want.